Hello, and welcome gamers. There are many underrated perks in Dead by Daylight. It's a real shame because I think these perks need more recognition in the DBD community. These perks are classified as bad for most people, but after this video, hopefully you will look at these perks and consider putting them in your main build. Just to clarify, an underrated perk is when a perk is not as bad as people think. And this will only be survivor perks, and I may do a top 5 underrated killer perks in the future. With that out of the way, let's get started. Resilience. I strongly believe Resilience is a great perk to run in your main build. The extra action speed when you're injured is super beneficial, especially when versing the fallen killers. The added generator speed is insane, and it's almost like two survivors are working on the same generator, when in reality, it's only you. The added vault speed can be a huge clutch, especially paired with Spine Chill. I will provide a link in the description for a good build with these two perks. Now, you're probably already saying to me, I already have the perk in my build. I know this perk has gotten love from a lot of DBD YouTubers, and I appreciate that, but I hope if you thought Resilience was a weak perk, I hope you realize you are wrong. Will make it. Now, healing in Dead by Daylight is definitely something you want to do. However, most of the time it takes too long and you want to put that time into generators. Well, Will Make It actually gets people healed very quickly. Yes, I do believe this perk is underrated, and this perk at tier 3 lasts 90 seconds, which is insane for how long the effect lasts. And the requirement of a hook save is very easy to achieve. Now, I can understand why people may think this perk is not worth running once in a while, and that's because it only lasts 90 seconds and the effects do not affect the healing speed of yourself, but trust me, your teammates will thank you. Detective's Hunch. Now, this perk I strongly think is not loved enough by the Dead by Daylight community, because it is actually pretty good at times. Again, I can understand why people don't use this perk, and that's because if the killer is not running any hex perk, it is pretty much useless, and you'd be correct in that case. However, when you cleanse all the totems, get Iridescent and Lightbringer, and you find out the killer had NOED, that you prevented it from happening, you'll be glad you ran Detective's Hunch. And on top of that, you could also see chest auras. However, don't get too excited because you're probably going to get a brown toolbox. But trust me, the first time you run this perk in your build, you'll be surprised how beneficial it can be. Live. Now, when I was thinking of underrated perks for this video, I wanted to include an exhaustion perk, as mostly every player in DBD runs exhaustion perks. Life is definitely not recognized as an amazing perk, and I disagree. It is obviously not as great as the perk Dead Hard or Sprint Burst, however, it is so good for getting away from certain situations. It is very good with a vault build in particular, and I will have a link in the description for that build. In my opinion, Life is a better perk than Balanced Landing, especially after the heavy nerf on the perk. Since windows and other vaults are so much more common than drop points, I believe that Life is better, and you should consider putting it in your main build. Inner Strength. I believe that Inner Strength is an amazing perk. I've said it and I do not regret it. Inner Strength is amazing because all you need to activate the perk is a totem that you have cleansed. When injured, just hop in a locker and you get healed in up to 8 seconds. It is faster than Self-Care, Botany Knowledge and Self-Care, and may even be faster when someone else heals you. This perk is great for low-key immerse situations. I'll provide a link in the description to an amazing build regarding Inner Strength. It is also a solo healing perk like Self-Care, so it's especially good in solo queue. It is a clutch sometimes, as well, you have up to 5 activations. That's if you cleanse all the totems. Wow, I'm making this sound like an advertisement for Inner Strength, but guys, it's really good, and consider running it in your build. But anyways, I made this video to show you guys how many perks are not looked at and not given as much love as they should. Expand your build from the standard meta build, and try running these perks for a few games and see how you like them. Anyways, see you in the fun, gamers.